It is January 7th, 2026, and today you can see that we were unsuccessful in breaking back into the range, or at least the level of resistance that I have drawn. It's acting as support now. So uh, anyway, here's how I had it drawn was uh, I originally drew this range, which was from the top of this move to the bottom of this move. And then I drew a measured move to the high side, and it looks like we pretty much hit it. Um, Maybe came a little bit short, and then we hit a measured move to the downside. So just some back and forth stuff today. Uh, let's take a look at it. So if you had this range drawn, let's see how big is this range? 91 down to, so it's about a 15-point range. So I think it makes sense to expect a breakout. I mean, this bar is a 39-point bar. Wait, hold on. No, that's a 61-point bar. This is a 75-point bar. This is a 64-point bar. So very reasonable. The average of the last several bars is about 4 times larger than the price action that we've seen here. This is a 15-point move. So if the average bar is 60 points on the daily chart, then you're looking for a breakout. So this breakout fails. I'm kind of skipping ahead. So let me just start back here. It looks like we're retracing here. So I think it's reasonable to take that failure. You have a double bottom here, failed first entry, second entry. Take that and, you could hold this if you think we're going to break out to the high side. You can continue to hold, or you can just scalp out near the highs. I don't really see anything I like in here, up here. I think it's reasonable to get short on a limit order up here. Um, we come down, we bounce, we go a little bit higher. And I don't blame anybody for taking the breakout here. You could argue for maybe taking this and going for a new, a measured move. That would not have worked out for you. You'd probably exit when we're on this side of the EMA or something and lose some money. Uh, if you don't like that, we get a nice move down here, and then you get like a lower high double top right there. And I think I think that's a nice short right there. And if you don't get short there, I think this is a nice short. After that double top, you get a lower high, and you can see people just took profits at the midline here. But I definitely see the case for holding um, until you get closer to the bottom of the range. Because if you get lucky, it just goes straight to the measured move to this side. You do get a second entry short right here that you could consider, but I'm not going to mark it. It doesn't look that great. And you get this tight bear channel here. And then we go sideways and pull back to the EMA and go sideways some more. Boom, higher low here. Then you get a higher low here. Maybe you consider that. We can't break lower, so we could be going higher. And you get this breakout pullback, boom, test that high, sells off immediately. That's just a lot of profit taking, people getting long down here. And then, people buy at the lows. They sell at the highs. It drops down. Um, but for whatever reason here, people bought, and that created a rally to the highs. I don't think you can get in on this. It just reverses too quickly on this chart. This is the 1300 tick chart. However, you see some profit taking here. You see a double top here. Gap below the EMA. Lower high. This could be a very nice move, and it turned out to be. I think this is good. I think this is very good. A very good entry, a very calculated entry. I'd probably at least maybe take partial profits at the midline. Um, and I think you want to try and swing to the bottom and eventually you get a pullback. And this looks really good on the 17,000 tick chart. You get this bull bar, and it's just a trap. We're in this bull channel, and that's just a beautiful trap, bull trap right there. So if you are thinking this is a bull trap, then you can get short in this congestion, but really you'd probably have to wait until this bear bar forms to get short. And so I think if you're looking at the charts, you see the 17,000 tick chart, you see that bearish engulfing bar closes below the EMA. I think you should get short somewhere in here. That's a two-legged pullback. And take partial profits here and try and swing, and maybe you get scared here when you get this higher low strong bull bar. But look at the body gap. So we get this, I mean really you get a gap below here, but this big bear bar creates a gap that you could just draw that. So I mean maybe you wait until maybe you put your stop right there below that doji. That would have got you a lot of points. That really takes you into the end of the day. So there's one last look at it. What's today? Wednesday. Here's how the weekly chart is setting up. Yeah, it's just we're just in a range. I don't really know what's going on, but judging by the monthly chart, I just think that we're gonna go sideways until we get to this trend line. We might have a bear month or two to pull back, and everyone's going to say it's the end of the world. Everyone's going to say, the AI bubble has burst, but we're just pulling back, probably just pulling back to the trend line here. So I hope everyone had a great day. I'll be back tomorrow.